This one welcomes you to the trial of five-clawed guile. Celebrate the new life and pay your respects to Rachin all at once. Rachin once said, a lock is a pebble to be tossed from one's boot. Use your lockpicks to retrieve the contents of the nearby chests. Show you have as little regard for barriers as the mighty Rachin, and be quick about it.
Finish this.
Rachin would applaud your swiftness, though he might instead pick the pocket of one distracted by your prowess. Truly, the best thieves come and go with the wind. What coins? You aren't the only one who honors Rachin. As you brought them to me, another retrieved the coins from your pocket and returned them to the chests. Such is how Ralka celebrates the new life, finding true wealth in our actions.
High elf cooking. No, too dry. Wood elf cooking, like sweet. You will find no better than Shashirva's authentic Khajiiti cooking. You want something special, yes?
Ah, you return from a land of grass and sweet rolls to one of snow and mead. How was your visit to Ralka? What did Tumira ask you to do? Retrieve the coins from the chest, or from the victor's purse? No, don't tell me. I'll ask her when she visits.
A solemn old life to you once more, friend.
killed many. I have killed more. When you destroy the next, this one will have returned.
Shall not prosper from this reality. Break them.
For furnishing, perhaps.
Don't you try to take me back inside. Rather stretch out here on the grass than get tossed into some druid cave again.
I will stay close to you, Tamit. I do not wish to lose my way.
Keep your scales wet, and no one will hear you coming.
These sea elf pirates become more brazen every day. When is House Mornar going to do something?
You know, House Dufort never has these problems on High Isle.
That's not entirely true. There are those incidents with the Ascendant Order.
Every item in here is an authentic handmade replica of the finest quality. And if you do not believe me, well, check the stitching. It does not lie.
If you're seeking something to commemorate your adventures, you've come to the right place. A piece that sparks conversation can always pull a room together.
Our toes along the streets, and we never think to fear. A dance is always welcome in the city of Bastir. From sparkling docks to Castle Morn, all good people far and near. You'll never be without a friend in the city of Bastir.
Have you seen a wandering Breton by chance? A hireling? Gods, I fear the worst has happened. My boy. With the leaping ornogs, the passing ships, and High Isle hazy in the distance, it's easy to get distracted from one's reading out here. But it's better than reading by candlelight in some dreary study.
This is one of the best spots for fishing. We're close enough to the city that the waters are calm, but not too far from the true abundance of the sea.
Before you ask, I would not advise trying to pet Mayunu. He can be a little bitey when he's hungry.
Don't mind me, dear. Just admiring the sea.
Forge kindling, fresh sawdust, boiled mud crab. Just a few of my favorite smells. some people accuse me of stealing, but the only stealing I participate in are these prices. Get it? Because they're so low? You gonna buy something or what?
You were at Eidolon's Hollow and survived. You must be stronger than a mammoth.
You're funny, all right. But looks aren't everything.
Take in that aroma, folks. That's the Chef Razi's guarantee. You there, traveler. You look as adventurous as my taste buds. Care to help the greatest chef in Tamriel with an urgent task?
I've got a good eye for painting. Not the naturalistic, artsy kind you find on the walls of nobles with the work.
Your people are in as much danger as everyone else, Galfin. Sea elves make no distinctions when it comes to staging raids.
I didn't say we weren't, Dame Vega. But the Stonelord can fend for themselves. We always have.
I'm simply suggesting that you bring your people into the city. The Vine District has enough room for more druids.
Spin and weave with Mafala's swiftness. Do not catch a splinter, Tamit.
I'm turning into a tree. A tree, Octon!
At least your bark is beautiful. I got turned into a floaty orb thing.
You know, it'd be a lot easier to translate this tablet if I had some quiet.
See this? I'm covered in bark. I'm turning into a tree. Druid Fennis is doing his best to determine the nature of the curse, but we're going to need more help. I'd give everything we ever stole to fix this. My cousin, Octon, over there, that's how this happened. We went to procure equipment from Fawn's Thicket. Octon picked up a stone tablet, but he's as graceful as a drunk sow when he's figuring out our profits. He dropped it and poof! Look at him! We have to break the curse. Druid Fennis is trying to figure out what that entails, but he can't do it alone. I'm covered in bark, and Octon's got no body. We could really use some help. Don't make me beg. Please. You're willing to help? That's perfect! I'm not really sure about Druid Fennis, and Octon usually handles the logistics. I was worried I was going to have to rely on myself, and that never turns out well. Talk to the Druid, see if he has any ideas. Octon's always been the thinker. I'm the impulsive one, so when the tablet broke and Octon disappeared into a ball of energy, I thought he got vaporized. I went to pick up the broken pieces of stone before I even realized what I was doing. I started to turn into a tree and I panicked. I suppose Octon took the brunt of the curse since he transformed immediately. I'm changing slowly. Maybe that means the tablet blames me more. I don't know. Maybe because I didn't stop Octon from breaking it, or that we procured it without asking permission. I don't know how any druid magic works. That's why we asked Fennis to help. He's a druid. He knows about this stuff. He grumbled something about his responsibilities as a Stone Lord druid. If you ask me, I think he's hoping to convince us to give back all the equipment we took. Procured. He probably knows the druid it belongs to. But she left it to rot. No idea. Seems fairly irresponsible to me. Anyone could just pick it up, break it, and get cursed. Maybe she wanted to keep people like Octon and me from stealing her research? Druid Fennis said he might be able to help, so we're letting him. Fawn's Thicket. Some druid went there to study the fawns and left all her things behind. It's a little old and outdated, but our fence said we could get a good price for whatever we brought him. Not stealing, procuring. That old place is abandoned. The druids are content to just let nature claim it. But there's someone on this island who will pay a lot of gold for some dusty journals and stuff. We couldn't pass up the opportunity. This adventurer agreed to help us. Does that help solve our problem?
An adventurer, eh? That explains the boots.
An adventurer? Come here. I'll tell you how to help. It's good of you to offer to help, outsider. Fire and foliage. That's the key to reversing the curse. If we repair what's broken, then the curse will be lifted. At least, that's what I can make out from the text carved into this stone. Heat to prepare the sap, and sap to bind the stone. The inscription mentions those two ingredients at length. I'll send Jocelyn to an area outside of Embervine. The lava pools there create fire shards, rocks that retain extreme heat. Meet Jocelyn near Embervine. I'll give her a spell to retrieve a fire shard, but she shouldn't touch them herself. Even with the spell, she's too flammable in her current state. After that, meet Octon near the sacred tree to the north to get the sap. I need to continue to work on the translation. There's something about this text. A word I can't translate. From the way the sentence lines up, it's nothing good. This curse is already potent enough. I'm worried about what else it might do. I hoped that this would be simple, but no. The writing is complex and made all the harder to translate because of the broken stone. Find Jocelyn by the lava pools to the east, near Embervine. Then go north to meet Octin by the sacred tree. It's in an obscure druidic script. Luckily, I've made a study of such writing. This one, however, is different. I have no idea what it was doing with Druid Modena's things. It would be a lot easier if they hadn't cracked the tablet, I assure you. An elder in the Stonelore Circle. She used to study the fauns, but one day she decided she was finished, left all her equipment behind. These two tried to help themselves to it, and look what happened. But I'll figure out how to break this curse. I resolved to help them before I even knew how this tablet came into their possession. This curse is druidic in nature, so it must be a druid who undoes it. Whatever Jocelyn and Octin's past intentions, they don't deserve this fate. The writing on the tablet is in an ancient druidic script. It would take a Mages Guild wizard too much time to decipher it and understand the process needed to break the curse. Octin and Jocelyn don't have long before the change becomes permanent. I know. It's my sincere hope that they'll return the tablet, and anything else they stole, once this ordeal is over. And hopefully, this will teach them to avoid druidic sites in the future.
There's something wrong, but I don't know what. I'm just different. It's like my mind is... Ooh, feel that? It's going to storm later. You can tell by the energy in the air. A Breton. Or at least I was. Now I look for my legs and all I see are wisps of blue... essence. I think I'm roundish. An orb? And I feel small. Finis, the druid over there, laughed when he saw me. I must look ridiculous. Am I a sprite? A wisp? I suppose it could be worse. I could be a net. All those limbs? No, thank you.
The potential for health or harm.
numbers.
Good.
This era should be thankful that we fight them together.
Great work, but questions still remain. I shall return to my order and report all that has happened. Until we meet again.
Over here! Let's talk about getting a fire shard. My ideas rarely work out for the best, but I can tell that getting you involved was one of my better ones. That's a fire shard out there, just what Druid Venice wants. But you'll need to get it, unless you want me to go up like kindling. With the freezing spell the Druid gave me, be careful, there's just the one. Look, I'm not getting close to the lava, not like this. So you take the spell, it will cool down the fire shard without extinguishing it. Make it safe to carry, for a while. I'm not a druid. How should I know how long the stupid spell will last? Just be quick and everything should be fine. I'll wait right here. You did it! Now grab the shard and get back here. I saw how you cast that spell. You're a natural. How's the fire shard? Not too hot, I hope? No, you're not screaming or bursting into flames or anything. The druid spell worked, just like he promised it would. Next, I head back to the druid and Fawn's thicket while you go north and meet Octon. He can point out the sacred tree where you need to gather the sap from. The druid told him, or maybe he could sense it with his new glowing ball of light abilities. I don't know. All I know is you should hurry to the north and find him. He shouldn't be left alone for too long. Octon's usually really level-headed and focused. You may not believe it, but he's the brains behind all our exploits. Something happened to him, though. More than becoming a sprite. It's like he can't think straight for more than a few moments. Just what I said. Whatever happened to his mind when the curse started, it's getting worse. Right now, I'm worried he couldn't remember his own name if his life depended on it. I miss my cousin.
Such potential from the veins of Nirni.
follow the stream. Or was it the trees? Well, I followed something and I spotted you, so this must be the right spot. I think. I hope. How are you? Sure! I mean, I think so. The trees all look the same, so the sap must be the same too, right? Try that one over there. With those fancy hands of yours, it should be easy to acquire. At least if the forest wraiths don't try to kill you. Forest wraiths? Where? No, I'm not floating a lichen's width farther. You can fight those horrible forest spirits on your own. You've still got all your limbs after all. The sap tree is just over there in that cave. Don't get squashed like a bug.
Georgette, useful not only for its luster.
Hi! Good to see you again. How do I do that, I wonder? See you, I mean. Oh, wait, sap! You were looking for sap. Did you find any? What makes sap sacred, I wonder? Druids are so funny. Oh no! Jocelyn! I just remembered. She's turning into a tree! We need to get back to Druid Finis. He's going to save her. And maybe me! Druid Finis? He's not here. He's back at Fawn's Thicket. But how come the tree didn't curse you? If I took some sap, it would have blasted me 6 ways to Sundas. Sundas? Is it Sundas already? I thought it was still mid-year. Confused? Not that I'm aware of. Oh, you mean the forgetting and the rambling and the weird dreams. I have become a glowing ball of light, you know. This could be perfectly natural for someone in my condition. I deserve it. It's my fault after all. I dropped the tablet, slipped right through the fingers I no longer have. I broke it. And if Jocelyn hadn't tried to help me, I'd be the only one cursed. But maybe Druid Finis will save us. Druid Finis, and you. Let's head back to Fawn's Thicket.